Hi guys, so I have a couple of craft shows coming up and I'm going to a mini makers fair at Fredonia College, and I'm trying to figure out how I can display some of my 3D models. And I think these cutouts will be good for the 3D models. This is actually a template that I had found for iPad stand or a tablet stand, and I thought that would work kind of cool. I could get some different angles to show stuff off at. And I could put even if I wanted to do a couple of models, I could do a couple of different models in each one depending on the size of them. Might come back and make all the angles the same, so I could stack like 3 of the same one if I was doing it for a craft show. So I could have 3 of the same things stacked in a slot and have it standing up, easy to see, and have some space saving going on. Cool way to make the display. I have been thinking about how I can sell a display for them for someone's home. Some of the models, because of the wood that I have, aren't always thick enough for me to put a hanger on the back. And I'm trying to figure out how I can either put hangers on thin models or thin wall art pieces, or a way that I can make a stand for them. This is the other piece that I have that I've thought about doing, and it's basically the old style like china plate holders, and I thought I might work on trying to figure out how to make this into a good stand that I could sell either Etsy or craft shows if they want to have a stand to go with some of the art that I can't get into a wall hanging situation. And what I would probably do is not even offer them for sale. I would just make it part of the purchase and work the price in that way. That way they feel like they're getting something for free, and it's not like I'm trying to upsell them or I'm selling something that they have to feel like, well, I have to buy this because you didn't give me anything better, or you didn't give me another choice. So I think that'll get worked in as a part of the sale as the stand eventually. Probably won't cut the holes. I'll probably leave that empty and either do a solid piece across the back or dowels through, and I'll just drill those in the drill press. I'll just stack them up and drill them through, because I'll have to make these in several different sizes depending on the size of the model. So that's the next thing you'll probably see me working on here in the next month or so. Alright, but for today, let's go work on the iPad stand. So as I'm watching this video, I realize that it looks like I'm calling the CNC like, come here boy, come, sit right here. Yeah, I know. It was a late night project. I actually did this after I did my root beer bottle thing for my nephew for his birthday. And I had like 3 hours before the party, so I did this real quick. This is only about, I think, an hour of cutting, something like that. And you're going to see me start. So if you notice at the very beginning there, the machine started and I stopped it and put it back to the beginning. After I finished the root beer thing for my nephew, I realized I didn't move the bit down before I started this, and it was going to bottom out. I don't know if I had the depth set wrong when I started it the second time, or what I did wrong, but the tabs weren't holding the pieces in place right. And I haven't gone back to look at the program yet to see if I didn't make the tabs thick enough. But in this last 2 pieces that I cut out on the side over here, you're going to see that at the very end, one of the pieces is laying on top, and I never came in the room. The air from the router blowing down actually blew the piece up out. My tabs weren't holding. When I took them out and I looked at the tabs, they were maybe 1/4 of a millimeter, but my wasteboard's not cut that much. So I think this is an old design, and I haven't updated the tab thicknesses correctly yet. But we'll adjust that for the next time.